The Soldiers of the Future is a lot about mind control. It's about how the main character in The Soldiers of the Future is the beneficiary and also a pretty serious victim of the efforts of this sort of alien organization that is responsible for manipulating and, in a very real sense, is manipulated itself by its own lies and its self-deception. The fact that it deceives itself adds up to a sort of self-manipulation, how'd you say, some very, very interesting scenarios. Just leave it at that. And it was announced today that on Wednesday, or Thursday, NASA will be releasing footage from the moon landings that has been dug out of an archive, that was found in an archive somewhere. And this is the greatest criminal conspiracy in the history of the United States. We're seeing it in its continuity. Most people think that September 11th was the greatest criminal conspiracy in the history of the United States. But this one is bigger, and it continues because not enough people know about it. And a lot of people think that it's just a little lie, just a little white lie about the capabilities of our space program. Most of those people don't realize that they don't realize what the moon is. And so they don't understand how deep this lie is. In a very real sense, the moon landing lie is the extension of something that has been referred to throughout the ages as, well, not ages necessarily, but for a very, very long time, as the Luciferian Rebellion. And the sort of notion that it would be possible to travel to the moon is also a lie. It's not what it looks like. It's not what it appears to be up there. And so, in a very real sense, the United States government is creating a sort of phony religion in direct violation of the separation of church and state. And like I said, it's a huge, huge criminal conspiracy, basically by people who are duped into believing that what they're doing is okay. They believe that what they're doing is right, or somehow justified by their ill-conceived notions about the nature of reality. Now, there's probably a lot of people who would never believe that the government could or would lie to people about something like this. And therein lies the mind control. Therein lies the sort of hidden power or the unrealized power of the media to manipulate people. And the journey to the moon and back would in theory be over 500,000 miles, nearly 500,000 miles. And no claim has been made since 1972 to have gone more than 500 miles away from the Earth. It's simply not possible for a man to do that. If you do the research, you'll find thousands and thousands of errors and anomalies in the story, and I'm not going to get into them here. But the bigger issue, I believe, is the cost that this has had on our culture. I don't think people realize the loss of productivity, the loss of respect, the loss of well, creativity. The truly creative, the truly productive, the most talented individuals, they don't stand for stuff like this. They won't align themselves with an organization that does these kinds of things. They know better. They see the problems that arise when these types of issues are not properly treated. And so I really wonder how this is all going to play out, but I can kind of see where it's headed. I think there's going to be a fairly serious wake-up call for these people that are still playing this deadly game, this dangerous game, on the losing side. I won't align myself with the losing side.